Sold, it's Beckett Baseball here. It's Friday, the Friday before Christmas. And naturally that means new baseball cards are coming today. They're out. They're here. They've arrived. Well, this is a Box Busters preview, as you probably saw up there with the name. 2012 Panini Golden Age Baseball. Got it from Nick's Card Shop. A relatively modest price on these boxes. So I think the suggested retail price or such is $3 per pack. This box has 24 packs, 6 cards. With I like this phrase at the top. Find autographs and memorabilia from some of the nation's greatest athletes, entertainers, and newsmakers from the Golden Age of America. Now, when exactly the Golden Age is, that's kind of one of those, I don't know, right? Basically, they laid that out for us. It's 1900 to 1979, maybe a little earlier than the 1900s, but nothing past 1979. So I'm ripping to it. This is a baseball card set in its marketing aspect. We did a little looking, and it's like 50.2% or something ridiculously close. It's about half baseball and half everything else. Like I said, 24 packs. There's a box topper. This one appears to be a pennant based on what I could feel through the wrapper. Let's see. And it is. There are 2 different colors of pennants, blue and yellow. This happens to be a Ty Cobb yellow. They are not any rarer than the others. There are other box toppers that are memorabilia cards, so watch out for that. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Note the NBA logos are used. This is a licensed card. The backs of these cards are sort of pseudo-tobacco style, but maybe a little more food, like a food issue from the earlier 1900s. Note the NBA logo and the Bucks logo since they're official. Every pack has a mini. This is a Candy Crofts back of W.K. Kellogg. Need some cereal? At least that's who I think it is. Doesn't say anything on the back. The Three Stooges are here. This is Larry. Chick Gandil, the 8-man out. Not one of the 8-men out. Or yes, he is. No, he isn't. He was on the team in the 1919 Black Sox. I think he was a band player. You can tell me if I was wrong. Jane Mansfield. There's all kinds of celebs, actors, actresses, entertainers. Ooh, here's a fun card right off the top. Bob Woodward, Pulitzer Prize winning reporter. He has a certified autograph in this box, or in this pack, hopefully in this box, along with Woodward and Bernstein. So Bernstein. Ted Williams, nice photo in this one. That's what got me on these. The photography is pretty strong. Enhanced photographs. Harmon Killebrew. Obviously a licensed Hall of Fame inclusion, but not a licensed MLB property, so no logos are shown. I have a mem card, the first of the box. There should be 1 autograph, 1 mem per box. Rusty Staub, Museum Age Authentic Collection. There's the front. Here's the back. Some boxes will have more than the one auto, 1 mem. So, with it being this early, maybe I got one of those. Who knows? Jack Dempsey, boxing. This is a broadleaf back. There are a few different card back designs, as usual with tobacco style cards. The Three Stooges all together. Larry Moe Curly. Billy Martin. Got some reflection going on today with the camera. Probably just a different angle. Eddie Seacott. Don Larson. Headlines insert set looks at historic events and people. Very interesting card back. Stock market crash. Bill Dickey, a blue back, Candy Crofts back. Rogers Hornsby, Denny McClain. There's a lot of just different stuff in here. Very Ginter styled, very Goodwin styled, but not painted. These are enhanced photographs, colorized photos. John Blue Moon Odom. 1 autograph and 1 mem per box, as I said. Joe Torre. A lot of the autographs are on card. I think all of them are. Horse racing has a good presence here. Citation. There are plugs. Jockey Eddie Acaro. Bill Dickey and Sam Crawford. Next pack. These are relatively affordable brands, so there may be a healthy retail presence as well, I would hope. Red Grange on a mini. That's a nice mini. That was one I saw a picture of earlier and said, I want that one. Now I've got it. Bob Gibson with a cool post-game photograph. Nolan Ryan as a angel. Johnny Weissmuller. Buck Leonard and Ty Cobb. Pretty cool Ty Cobb photo on this one. A facial portrait there, but it's definitely got a lot of detail to it. Not used to seeing that on some of those old school photos. Pretty cool. I'll admit, I was on the fence with this one until I saw the cards ripped in person. Eddie Matthews. Barring Nelson. Or Battling Nelson. Boxing. I have an autograph, and it might be one of the more disappointing ones to find, probably. At least for me. I wasn't a big fan of it. I don't have his autograph. I'm not sure I'd want his autograph. Nice inscription on here to help it out, though. Nice on-card autograph. Good-looking signature. Frank Tanana. Pitcher in the 70s, 80s. There you go. Let's see if I get a second auto or something else in this box. That's 2 hits with 2/3 of the box left. Catfish Hunter. Luis Aparicio, Ralph Kiner, and Teddy Roosevelt. A very ornate frame on these photos. Kind of a heavy border, but the color palette's nice. It's not too dull. It's got a nice touch to it. Here's a guy that I wonder about his inclusion. He was, had his moments, but not exactly a cardboard phenom. Nate Colbert. Bobby Allison, racing star. Nancy Lopez, golf star. With these kind of boxes, I definitely, myself personally, would be after some of the oddball inclusions autograph-wise. This is a great photo on this card. Phil Rizzuto. Burley Grimes and Jolton Joe DiMaggio. This set has kind of the same vibe as Cooperstown, but with more other stuff in it. More of an Americana meets Cooperstown. Some oddball inclusions. Getting my mini out of here. Pee Wee Reese. And if you'll see in the next Beckett Baseball, I give Cooperstown pretty high marks. So this one's probably not as strong, but strong in different ways. Seattle Slew. Hal Newhouser, Joe Jackson. And it's actually about $30 cheaper per box, so that's a big plus too. Nice Phil Rizzuto picture, the same picture, just larger. See more detail. Pretty cool. Here's a card that looks really cool on the mini version. Frank Robinson with his Triple Crown. Let's see if it mentions it at the top. Yep. There you go. Now I've got more than half a box left with both hits found, so let's hope this is one of those boxes that over-delivers. Here is a Bobby Fischer card, and it's odd that it has a white border. I don't recall there being anything about that. Maybe it's short printed variation. Very odd. Set that one out to the side. Tom Seaver mini. Mostly Tom Seaver's back on that card. Kind of an oddball photograph selection. Vita Blue. Lots of A's in this thing. Now you tell me, Arnold Palmer or somebody else? It's actually Russell Johnson from Gilligan's Island. Frank Tanana again, I'll avoid him. Jackie Robinson. Next pack. Carl Bernstein to go with my Woodward. Secretariat. Bob Feller. Jackie Robinson Mini. I'm liking the inclusions in this thing. The old school horse racing, not really for me. But since there's not a lot of card sets for those athletes, if you want to call them that, the horses and the jockeys, could have quite a following. Could be a surprise. Got a plug card in this one. Jim Bunning Mini. Jerry West. Old school Lakers uniform. Grace Kelly. Good photograph there. Rusty Staub. Bob Beeman posing with a very famous photograph of him. Setting a world record, I'm sure. The Loch Ness Monster. That's all you got to say about that. The Loch Ness Monster. Although I think Ginter included him a few years ago. If it's him. Mickey Lolich. That's a cool photograph. Very striking photo. John Heisman. Here's one of 2 pop-up cards I should find in this box. Whitey Ford. And you'll see the seam there. I could fold it and pop the image out, and it would be a 3-dimensional card. Joe DiMaggio Mini. Gene Tenet and John F. Kennedy. Interesting 2-card combo there. Next pack. Tom Seaver, which you've already seen the mini for. Fred Lynn. Warren Spahn. Pee Wee Reese. Duke Ellington and Fred McMullen. You tell me which one's the baseball player. Let's see how many packs I got left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Just barely halfway through the box. There's got to be another hit in this thing. Pete Rose. Good photograph there. Another cool photo, which I mentioned before, in the mini fashion. Red Grange. The Titanic sinking. I am not a crook. This is a great photo. Very, very striking and detailed. Actually, it looks like a painting actually at this point. But Bobby Thompson. Eddie Collins. It's kind of anticlimactic. Hopefully we'll have something else here to liven up the end of the box. Fred Lynn Mini. Another Stooge. With his finger in his mouth, not his nose. Swede Risberg, another 1919 White Sox player. The reason you may wonder why those guys are in here so much, MLB properties, if they were among the banned players, they can't be in a Major League Baseball licensed properties, the logos set. They could be in a union authorized MLBPA set, but not a MLB set. Al Kaline. Walter Hagen, golfing star. Eddie Matthews pop-up. The pop-ups are of baseball players, celebrities, others. I got 2 baseball players. Mark Spitz. Very early photograph. You don't see a lot of photos of him looking like that. No mustache. Maury Wills. Jim Bunning. Plug. Teddy Roosevelt. Minnie Minoso, and of course, everybody needs a plane. The Spirit of St. Louis. Next pack. Raleigh Fingers, another Oakland airbrush. Sam Snead and Charlie Gehringer. A mini from the Mets heyday, Leon Jones. Yaz and Early Win. Man, I've already gone really long in this video. Boog Powell. Mo Howard. I don't have the hair anymore. A black, a 1/1. Johnny Weissmuller. Fascinating. 1/1. Not sure I'm big on athletes from that era, but I have a 1/1 now. Candy Crofts, red. Buster Keaton, Edgar Allan Poe. I don't know what the blacks are actually called here. Black. I mean, obviously it's a black border parallel. Johnny Weissmuller. Frankie Fritsch. Fordham Flash. Hap Felch. Pee Wee Reese. Tony Perez. Make sure my 1/1 does not fall on the ground, the table. Jim Ryan, Franklin Roosevelt. I'll take it. Bought the box at Nick's Sports Cards, Dallas, Texas. Johnny Bench, Duke Snyder, Jack Dempsey. Vita Blue. Jack Johnson, Dwight Eisenhower. The corners are a little, one corner's a little rough, but it's a 1/1, people. The Hindenburg. My foot's asleep now. It's hurting. Al Unser. An unusual photograph of Richard Petty without the hat. Byron Nelson mini. Tony Kubek and Charlie Chaplin. Very interesting photo there without the mustache. 3 packs to go. Do I get another autograph? Maybe? No? Bill Walton. Don Wells. Gilligan's Island fame. Lefty Williams, another 8 men out. Fred McMullen. Bill Russell, Byron Nelson. 2 packs to go. Meadowlark Lemon, Stan Musial. A Newark Evening World insert set. I don't remember exactly what the name of it. Emulates a bonus card from a newspaper promotion. Buck Weaver. Rusty Staub Mini. Bobby Jones and Ava Gardner. My final pack. Kareem. Cleon Jones, Bill Mazeroski. Chick Gandil. Willie McCovey. Archie Vaughn. So all in all, kind of an anticlimactic box, of course, if you even made it this far. Kind of a, it's going to be hit and miss, but if you buy this product in a little more quantity, buy a case, of course, you probably will do pretty well. With this kind of a product, it's going to be a little hit and miss because with a lower price point, you got to have some unusually different and probably not that expensive autographs. But I don't know what's going on here. This white parallel, a black 1/1, Johnny Weissmuller, Rusty Staub Mem, and my autograph, which there's some cool ones out there in this one, so I encourage you to try, and I probably will too, given the price. Frank Tanana. So, all in all, it's better than I thought it would be, more interesting than I thought it would be. I think I got more baseball than I thought I would too, so that's a positive. But at the same time, this kind of a product, you do want to see some of the weird stuff too, so some of those interesting different autographs out there, they're probably in your box. So, let me know what you think in the comments below. Until next time, I'm Chris Olds, Beckett Baseball. Just keep ripping.